The techniques and advice on this DVD are designed to be an adjunct to your normal fitness routine, and the advice in this DVD shall not be a substitute for the regular medical advice from your physician or practitioner. Consult your doctor, practitioner before using this or any other regime of exercise. Getting into a pool and doing underwater yoga on a daily basis is so much fun, and it's a great way to do moderate exercise without injuring or harming your joints. The water is becoming the new gym. Hello, I'm Dr. Krista Marie Alangi. I'm a sports chiropractor specializing in longevity, fitness, and functionality. That is how well we function later on in our years. Many of my patients have needed additional exercise routines to supplement their chiropractic care, creating more joint stability. Our self-directed movements create core muscle, tendon, and ligament stability, and are easy and relaxingly done in the comfort of a warm pool. Recommended 4 to 5 feet deep, approximately 90 to 97 degrees Fahrenheit. All movements must be made gently but firmly. The benefits are 1. Reduced stress, 2. Reduced pain, 3. Building strength, 4. Building elasticity and flexibility, and 5. Repairing soft tissues. This is a unique, personalized regimen of motion that helps you heal yourself. This movement is more restorative than any other. I'd like to introduce to you my friend Ed Fry, who is the developer of underwater yoga and has been practicing for 5 years in developing these exercises. He has some amazing surprises and is going to show you the effects of underwater yoga. Hi.
Hi. I want to tell you about a system of movement, body movement underwater that will make you stronger each day. A little bit stronger, a little bit more elastic, a little bit looser in your joints, and take away your pain. Each day you feel better and stronger and more at home in the world if you do it. Let me tell you first a little bit about how I came to practice this, what we call underwater yoga. I was an athlete as a child, but not a very good one. I was an average athlete. Played baseball on baseball teams at high school and so on. But I never got too far ahead. But then also during my youth, I had a lot of accidents and injuries. Bicycle accidents. I was hit by cars twice on a bicycle. I got my teeth knocked out by a baseball. I got in fights and all that sort of thing. One time I was in a fight and I was so bad off that I could not walk after the end of the fight. Obviously I didn't win that one. Anyway, some parents and friends came along and they picked me up and they carried me to the car and they took me to a chiropractor's office. And I was about 14 then. So ever since then I've been a fan of chiropractic because that chiropractor put me back together. As I was older, another chiropractor in a new place where I moved to told me I had the stiffest back he's ever worked on. And he's worked on thousands and thousands of backs. And he treated me for about 10 years. And then he told me finally, more like 15 years, he told me finally, Ed, he said, I can't go any further with you. He says, you've got the stiffest back I've ever seen, and I'm afraid if I loosen you up on top, that it's going to leave this bottom too unstable, or vice versa. So we're kind of done. I thought, wow, that's too bad. Here I was 62 or 63 years old, and no help from a chiropractor anymore. And I'm a strong believer in chiropractic, but he said he was just too afraid to go any further. So what I started to do was swim. And that always made me feel good throughout my whole life, swimming. And it did. It made me feel a little better. And then I would start at the end of a lap to take a rest in between. I put my hands up against the wall. Sometimes I'd grab hold of the railing if there was one there. And I would stretch a little bit. And I discovered I could, underwater especially, my joints were loose because there's no gravity under there. So if I could move in a certain way, I could go right to where the pain was, and by stretching or twisting or pulling just a little bit more, my mind and my brain and my mind and my body became one. And they sort of merged, and so I discovered that I was able to loosen up these stiff joints and get rid of some of the pain. And each day that I did it made me feel a little bit better, a little bit more elastic, and a little bit stronger. So I kept it up. I found that I could become my own chiropractor in essence, because I was, when a chiropractor makes the adjustment to you, you hear this crack, it's like cracking your knuckles. There we go. Well, you can do that all over your own body if it needs to be done, wherever it needs to be done. But what it takes is the willingness to go under the water, and I'm talking about completely underwater. Put a plug on your nose, put some earplugs in if you want, but you got to go under the water to get the full benefit of this technique. And you can grab hold of the bars then and push against the walls and the floor in every angle of the gyroscope with your body. Whatever it takes, your body will just take you there. What happens is that you're loosening up. You're able to loosen up these areas of adhesion, or others call them fixations, little dead spots in your body. Your muscles are contracted maybe, and the connective tissue is dried, and the tendons and so on. Everything has gone sort of asleep, and as a result you have a little bit of a limp. And it gets worse each year as you go on and get older and older. But that doesn't have to happen. You can reverse that. You can feel better every day instead of a little worse by doing this, these stretches and so on under the water. You got to go deep.